Ratchet Clank 2 Going Commando / Locked and Loaded brought in a promising future for the series. It's arguably one of the best Ratchet & Clank games of all time. But when Ratchet & Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal was released, a lot of people questioned if Ratchet & Clank 3 was better. So, does Ratchet & Clank 3 reign supreme over Going Commando? Well, sit back, relax, and ready your arsenal as we take a look at Ratchet & Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal. We start with Ratchet & Clank playing a game of chess in Clank's apartment. We see that Clank has a James Bond parody show called Secret Agent Clank. Ratchet changes the channel and comes across his home in Veldin being attacked by the Tyrannoids. The mastermind behind the attack comes a new villain in Dr. Nefarious. He wants to annihilate the Squishies and turn everyone into robots. Not only he's the best villain in the Ratchet & Clank series, but probably of all time. What makes Nefarious great is his butler, Lawrence.
That's what makes it so good, Janice. Feel it. My heart is pounding like an anvil.
Oh, this is the best part of my day.
Ratchet & Clank decides to return to the Solana Galaxy and stop Dr. Nefarious. The gameplay structure is the same as Ratchet & Clank 2, going through a ton of enemies with your weapons while finding a lot of bolts. The weapon lineup isn't the best lineup, but it's still pretty good. You have the Shock Blaster shotgun, the N60 Storm, the Spitting Hydra, the Annihilator, and the Disc Blade gun. You can upgrade your weapons just like Ratchet & Clank 2 with a slight twist. You can upgrade them from version 1 to version 5. And that's not all. You can purchase weapons from the second game, like the Bouncer and the Plasma Coil, just to name a few. And the difference between this game and Ratchet & Clank 2 is you can upgrade them as well. They also added two new things. One of them is the Jack Bolt crate, which multiplies the bolts you get for a limited amount of time, and Inferno mode, when your armor becomes invincible for a limited amount of time. But I find it weird that you can't use your weapons when you're using Inferno mode. You see Captain Quark during the game, but he has lost his memory and thinks he's a monkey. Once Quark has regained his memory, he forms the Q-Force, along with returning characters like Helga, Big Al, Skid McMarx, and a new love interest for Ratchet named Sasha, the captain of the ship called the Phoenix. Hey, remember Ratchet's other love interest, Angela Cross? Yeah, me neither. Quark has a much bigger role than the two previous games. Obviously Captain Quark getting the Zap Brannigan treatment. I actually come to like Quark, mostly cause he delivers one-liners that are funny.
Well, who's that handsome devil?
When I escaped from that Star Cruiser, cheating death by mere nanoseconds, I suddenly realized something very important. I could have died!
How do you explain your recent success?
Courage, compassion, dashing good looks, iron hard abs!
You can also play as Quark in the vid comics. Wait, hang on a second. Up, up, down, down, left, right, circle, square. He's in a tutu. It was a nice touch and it was different, but I never really became a huge fan of it. There are a few new gadgets in this game, like the Refractor, when you connect lasers to unlock pathways, the Hypershot, which is the dynamo and the swing shot mixed into one, and the Tiraguise, which is just like the Hologuise in Ratchet & Clank 1. You disguise yourself as the enemy and entering their territory. But only this time, you have to match the control buttons as they appear. Again, it was something different, but I never became a fan of it. The soundtrack is probably my favorite soundtrack of the series, maybe because I have so much nostalgia for this game. But I am reviewing this game without nostalgia on my side, so let's continue. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have as much character interactions as the other two games. While it is a letdown, it still has some interesting new characters like Courtney Gears, a parody of Britney Spears, the director of Secret Agent Clank, and even the plumber is back. Dr. Nefarious invents the Bio-Obliterator. What it does is with one shot, it changes everyone in the planet into robots. Everybody around the Solana Galaxy is acting like Nefarious has won, even the president himself. Oh yeah, The president's daughter happens to be Sasha. The more you know. Ratchet & Clank, however, will not stop until Nefarious's plans have been stopped before everyone turns into robots.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
The new so-called puzzle in this game is the hacker. It doesn't even feel like a puzzle. Just like Ratchet & Clank 2, it's more like the trial and error type. All you do is shoot the red and grab the green. It drags on forever, and every time I make it up to one of those, I'm saying inside my head, oh boy, another one of those. A new thing they added is the battle missions, when you help the Galactic Rangers fight off against the Tyrannoids. It is a bit repetitive as you just kill enemies every single time, but it is a good way to upgrade your weapons, increasing your health, and gain a lot of bolts. And of course, just like the other Ratchet & Clank games, you get to play as Clank. A new thing that you can do with Clank is throw bananas with your banana gun, and Scrunch the monkey will grab the banana while unlocking doors or bridges. Different, but not a fan. The battle arenas are back, and this time, half of it you get into the arena and fight off bad guys, and the other half when you platform, which is something I really enjoyed. And then you have the sewers, where you gather sewer crystals and sell them for bolts. Taking some inspiration from collecting crystals in Ratchet & Clank 2, but it feels a bit of a downgrade. But there's one thing that I really liked about the game. Throughout my playthrough, I did not have to buy equipment from strangers. And because of that, I managed to save up a lot of bolts to get the weapons I want. Thank you, Insomniac. Thank you. The final boss battle is, of course, Dr. Nefarious. Even though it was a long boss battle, I still loved it. From facing Nefarious head on, to trying to fight off the other enemies while trying to reach to Nefarious, to using the ship to beat Nefarious while he's on another ship. Once Nefarious is defeated, Ratchet, Clank, and all the characters you met along your journey sits down and watches the Secret Agent Clank movie. Challenge mode is back and it's a lot more fun. If you make your bolts to times 20 and hit the jackpot crate, you can get it up to times 40. If you purchase a Mega Gun, you can upgrade your weapon some more. Ratchet & Clank 3 offers multiplayer for the first time. I haven't got the chance to play multiplayer online as a kid, but what I've heard, people really enjoyed the multiplayer experience. Ratchet & Clank 3 is a good game. In fact, a great game. The graphics look great, the gameplay style is great, the soundtrack is great. But to compare Up Your Arsenal to Going Commando, I'm gonna have to pick Commando, as everything they added was well done. Up Your Arsenal, on the other hand, just didn't work out. But, nonetheless, it's still a great game and I highly recommend it. Ratchet & Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal gets an 8 out of 10. Good news, everyone! I've always wanted to do that. I now have the components to record PlayStation 2 games, which means I can start to review PS2 games. So, if you have any suggestions which PS2 game I should review, now is the perfect time to comment down below. The next game I'm going to review is a childhood classic. Woohoo!
That's all for now.